How you doing? This is Greg Hastings. I am back in Florida, fresh off my tour of duty. Once again, Tippmann and GI Sportz are allowing me to be a professional paintball player again this year and travel to Winkle, Germany. One of my favorite paintball events of all times. I'll say it again, of all times. Amazing. I traveled with Paul Banks, Scott Williams, both from Tippmann, and we ended up doing a stopover at Paintball Supply, which is in the northeastern part of Berlin. An incredible paintball shop, fully stocked, amazing. Their staff was just over the top and friendly, and I was just so happy to meet all of them. And I could not be more impressed with how many brands they carried. I'm a little partial to GI and Tippmann, as you could be well aware, but they had every brand. And it was from the bottom of the carpet all the way to the roof, all the way around. It was probably one of the best and most well-stocked pro shops I had ever seen. So after we sat around there and drank beer and were served sausages on the front patio, we took a big, awesome group photo, and I'll cherish that one. It was great to see friendly faces, and a few I recognized from traveling back to Germany every year. Big shout out to those guys because they set up my video game, Greg Hastings Paintball 2, in the back, and I interacted with a bunch of kids and moms and dads and fellow paintball players, and they really enjoyed it. And some people showed up to have their game signed. It was just an amazing time, and I really appreciate those guys. So if you're in the Berlin area and you want to go to one of the better shops in the entire country, you might want to head over to Paintball Supply. Well, after spending an incredible evening with my mates in Berlin, had a steak about that big. It was amazing. And packed up the car with way more things than we should have had in that car. I think we had like elbows and ankles hanging out just to fit stuff in there. And Paul Banks talks a lot, just saying. So we traveled for like 3 hours. Sorry, Paul. Just say it. Anyway, it was an amazing time. I had a great bonding time with both of those guys being on the road, and we showed up to Winkle. So Winkle is this little village right outside of where an old Russian military base used to stand, and it was an old airport as well. So there's rubble from the old airport, the hangars, anywhere where they worked on vehicles, the tanks. There's especially tanks. They had Russians like a lot of tanks for some reason. I don't get it. But nice move, it has probably 100 or 200 acres of playable area. It's a unique experience that you should definitely put on your bucket list. I would have to say, without a doubt, this event has been in my top 5 events for the last 10 years. It's an amazing time. The best part about it is not only the intense combat in the rubble, but hanging out with my friends and seeing the same and familiar faces and meeting new friends. This time I got a chance to run with the Northern Alliance. Of course, I had my Scottish Warriors mates with me, and you know what I was shooting. I was shooting my Tippmann products, and I had my GI Sportz goggles on, the V-Force Profilers, my favorite of all time. So let me tell you a little bit more about the Northern Alliance. Myself and the Scottish Warriors are probably going to join them next year because they know how to camp, they know how to party, they know how to fight. They just are all about what I'm about, and that is enjoying the sport of paintball. It's just an incredible mix. Dutch guys, Swedes, just Scandinavian guys, and a few from around Europe. And I am probably going to run with those guys next year. In fact, I think I'm supposed to make cheesesteaks for all those guys. I don't know how that sorted out. Apparently I shook somebody's hand, but we'll see how that sorts out. Well, one of the things that I absolutely have to tell you about is one of my highlights and favorite parts of Euro Big Game this year and past events is that they've been doing a charity one of the nights there where they auction off all kinds of prizes and items, and it benefits young children who are basically orphans and are waiting to die. So certainly it's a worthy cause, and it's in the area of where the event occurs. And it was created and started by Lars Herzig, who runs Paint Extreme, and I'm very proud of him, and I'm very proud of not only him and Manfred and the rest of the staff for putting on such an amazing charity that captivated the audience for several hours. Butch and Irving are the MCs of MCs. You two guys did a great job, Thank you very much. I was honored to be called up on stage, and I was very happy to be a part of that, and the flag that I signed raised over $1,000 for that charity. So thank you very much for the amazing people who bidded on it, and which the bidding went for a good 15 minutes, which struck me as odd because normally when I sign something it goes down in value. But thank you very much for bidding. It went to a great cause. My applause goes out to all you guys who participated in that. And next up for me is I get to fly back into my hometown, Philadelphia, New Jersey area, and go to Western Wars, where I will be taking on the Wolf. What? Does he say like hoo-yah? Actually, he hasn't even earned the right to say hoo-yah. I can say hoo-yah because I'm a U.S. Navy diver. Hoo-yah. There you go, Wolf. And I think Wolf had to call in his mate. Mike Phillips? Ah. See, I'm a Florida boy and you're a traitor on me already. And I'm from the Tampa area, but that's all good. I will see you at Western Wars at the next one. Please check out all my action, first-person shooting and otherwise, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/NJNinja07. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you next time.